Welcome to my first video of my new backyard bike trail. This was something that was inspired from a good friend of mine, Tim Gorman, and I just want to give a shout out. Thank you for inspiring me. It was a long journey, but I really feel good about the results. I will link his channel to the end of this video to hopefully inspire you to reach kind of the idea that I've done. Okay? This was a massive undertaking. There's a lot of specialized tools. Some you can find around your house, but I mean, you got to realize that, you know, if you're going to embark on this idea, it does take time. So I'm not, I just want you to know that if you go down this line, you got to be committed, you got to feel it, and but at the end of the day, you're going to have this awesome trail that you can bike anytime you want. So that's the best thing to remember. Okay. When you start this idea, you need to survey your property. You need to look at what are possible trails. What can you actually do, and really think about how that works. That'll lead you down pathways. Many things you will not understand until you actually get into the nuts and bolts of it. Like, even with what I've cleared, and it took me forever, I still see other pathways that are possible, and I'm really interested to see where this goes. I started this months ago. I live in southern Ontario, so the temperatures are frigid. You're dealing with inclement weather, frostbite, and hypothermia is a real concern. So always make sure that you have a heat source close to you. I just want you guys to be safe if you go down this road. Make sure that if you're overcome by exhaustion through the work that you're doing on your trails, that you have a safe place. All right, that's all I'm going to say. Everybody's climate is different, but I know for me this was like a really challenging thing. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. I just want everybody to be safe. Okay. When dealing with property size, it depends on your size, right? So you need to be really smart in your choices, depending on size, you know? And this is where you can be real creative. Like, everybody wants to be able to ride their bike, and you want to be able to have the time to be able to do this for years to come. And if you do this properly, and if you really plan it out, you can get to a really good place with your trails that will take minimal upkeep. Think about that when you're planning out your paths. It's tricky to start with. It can seem really daunting. Honestly, just take it a day at a time, and don't think too large about the overall project. If you just keep chipping away at it every day, you'll eventually come up with, kind of what I've done. A beautiful trail that is going to last me for years to come. All right, so enough about me talking. At the end of this, I will show you the tools that I've used. This will be tagged on to the end of it after I show you my trail. This will give you some kind of ways to go forward in your own trail building. And all right, I'm going to take a page out of Tim's videos where I've named each of the areas, because they all have their own separate challenges. And all right, I hope you like this video. Take care. Stay safe. So this is the start of my first build. We are coming into Poop Crescent. I've got a dog, so this is like the first time that you really kind of find how limber you are, and this sets you up for the rest of the trail. You might notice that this is a custom handlebar. I needed to, be creative to make this work properly. So as we come in, we're going to come into back stoop lane, and then we're going to get into kitchen street. Now this is a really hairpin turn, and we make it into living room roundabout. Now if you're scared, you can move off, or what I'm going to try doing is getting into living room and coming up to upstairs mountain. So we're going to just make our way up this, and this is not for the faint of heart. You're probably going to see that there are some other pathways I could go. Got to watch large animals near us. We're going to come across, and there's a large outcropping that you have to go over. So we're going to try doing that right now. And back down. And all right. So now you can use gravity, and we're going to take this down, back down the mountain, and we're going to hairpin turn, and then get into kitchen lane again, and all right, we're coming close, and back into, all right. Whoa, I'm telling you, it seems fast, but that took months to build. All right, so we're just gonna park the old bike, and all right. So I hope you enjoyed my trail build, and yeah, there you go. All right, so that's my first build. Many people were against the idea of making this build. My wife, my kids, the mailman. Honestly, the kids just passing by thought I was an idiot. They said that there wasn't enough space. My wife said, "Oh, stop coming, bringing the bike over the bed while I'm sleeping." My kids, "Dad, why are you still up? I gotta work tomorrow." To the naysayers, I will just show them what I've just done. That is a perfectly good trail, something that can be used for years and years. I hope to expand, into the upper floors. There's some rooms that I haven't quite gotten to yet. Once I honestly kind of nail that down, I'm hoping to expand downstairs. That's going to be kind of an expert level, so I don't want to, try anything too soon. But there you go. But the biggest part is about, loving what you do. And if you can do that, there you go. So I'm just going to quickly touch on the tools that I found really useful. Vacuum cleaner, best thing to groom trails with. It definitely helped me out a lot. Broom for the bigger, kind of things that are in your way, and attention to detail. The Swiffer is a must. All right, so I think with these three things, you can pretty much conquer and make the trail just like I did. All right, so cheers. I hope you liked my video, and as a good kind of saying, keep your face opposite to the wind when you're peeing. I always forget that, and if you don't, make sure you bring a change of pants, because I've forgotten that often also, and people make fun. So just saying, keep that in mind, and cheers.